Hey everyone, God bless you. Thanks a lot for tuning in on this Technology Tuesday. I have a reflection for you today that I've entitled Digital Asceticism. You know that the reality of social media and our digital age in this information age of computer revolutions, social media itself has impacted the lives of its users immensely, immensely. It has become something that is terribly addictive, something that has led to serious pathologies. There's not a parish in existence that hasn't had a deep influence by social media addiction, especially with the young people. I have had here in my parish, as most priests have, many cases where the youth have become so addicted to social media, to video games, to their computers, that they haven't been able to leave the house, go to school, do their homework. It's that impactful, the digital age. In fact, social media was created by the tech titans to be intentionally addictive. Social media and all of the modes of its use is designed to create what's called peak compulsivity, to be compulsively bound to its usage, to have a dependence. You know, one of the first digital masters who revealed this, who kind of came out with this, was a man named Sean Parker. This is back in 2017. He came out and explained that in designing Facebook and subsequently Instagram, he, together with Mark Zuckerberg and others, knew that they were creating this social feedback, this social validation feedback loop that would bring people to an unnatural and excessive attachment to its usage. All of the creation of notifications and likes and friends sharing and liking, we're all designed to create this great appetite, this great unquenchable thirst for more, such that those who were using it would be consumed by it. Those who began to use these networks thought that they were consuming the media, but in fact, it was the media consuming them. And so it has played out. Sean Parker said that they knew they had hired psychologists to help them create these addictive platforms. They knew what they were doing, and quote, "We did it anyway." He wondered out loud in interviews what this would do to the minds of children. And so you see in every one of these platforms, from the iPhone to Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, etc., you see the built-in means of addicting those who are using it. So, for instance, the whole concept of binge watching on Netflix. If you're watching a series and you come to the end of an episode, it doesn't stop. It, in fact, has a very brief moment where if you want it to stop, you have to take action. You have to get up, you have to push a button, you have to say stop. Otherwise, it's going to go on immediately to the next episode. This is how it works. It's not just Netflix, it's Amazon Prime and others. The idea is that we want you and we're going to consume you and you're just going to keep going. And this is what's behind the whole concept of binge watching, the most unnatural means of consuming this kind of technology, where people will watch episode after episode over the course of an entire day. They'll throw away an entire day, an entire weekend, watching numerous episodes because they just load and play. How should we respond to this? Well, it's a call when you have an appetite that is out of control. Let's say it's an appetite for food. When you become a gourmandizer, when you become a glutton, when you really are a pig and you just have an appetite for too much, you have to use your self-discipline. You have to learn to eat in moderation, to tame the appetite, to say no, to exercise intentionality in your eating, to eat when you want and for a reason, and to eat intentionally something healthy, something that will serve you, because we are not living to eat. We eat to live. We eat so that we can have nourishment and accomplish the good deeds that God has set before us on that day. The same has to be applied to our digital devices, to our social media usage. We need intentionality. Watch what you intend to watch for the time you intend to watch it. Because if you don't go in with that intentionality, you will be sucked in and become an addict and find that you are not exercising proper moderation, not expressing digital asceticism. I'll use a quote from St. John Chrysostom, a magnificent text where St. John talks about the importance of asceticism when it comes to technology. Let's see if I can find it here. St. John Chrysostom describes the usage of technology and the proper usage of technology in this way. The Golden Mouth says in his 7th homily, in his commentary on 1 Corinthians, he says this about articulating the principle of moderation and restraint with regards to any legitimate technology. He says, "For excellent is the art of managing a ship, but when it makes too great professions, it is a kind of folly. And so is every art which is not content within its own proper limits." He's using the word artichne, that is used for technology. Technologies have to be kept in to their own proper limit, or else they will make too many claims, too great a profession, and lead us into a kind of folly, a kind of improper usage, a lack of moderation in the usage of the technology. And this is also, dear ones, the principle that we should apply to digital technology. We must have a proper digital asceticism if we're going to consume our technology and not be consumed by it. If you'd like to think more about this subject of the role of technology in the Christian life, I'd recommend that you look on P&P for our series, Master or Slave, ? Technology in the Christian Life. God be with you, and stay tuned for more on Technology Tuesdays.